the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 7 catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 5 catches, 80 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and he knows how to get open.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So they get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to Jalen
All
Samuels.
defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
James Washington was the intended target. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Broncos 1st down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Number 30.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
He's tackled at
now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on
so they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier. TJ.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete to Cortland Sutton.
Kaepernick now on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Down, Denver.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind. What was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Broncos 46.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now he'll tuck it in. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Kaepernick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And now it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Steelers 7.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
33 yards. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
31-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
9 yards to go.
Ben to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Ben leaves to Connor on the draw. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down and 4, Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
32.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He could also be a weapon downfield as well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Vince Williams on the tackle.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Noah Fant incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take him in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mike Purcell never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now, let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Yard line. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work it.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ray McLeod. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like you put that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
On the tackle.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he floated one out there incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 20-17, 2:16 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a big
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Able to get away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Incomplete. It's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Roethlisberger's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Jalen Samuels. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with it punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. He gets attended to. We'll step aside.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here.